What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans. Please rack them likes up. More likes, more hooligans. Let me know how you're doing in the chat. We are super late today. I scoured the entire internet to try and find things to talk about, and we still came up kind of short. Not a whole lot to cover today. It's probably going to be a short one. Almost everything I came across either talked about the Orange Eagle, or it talked about the plague, or just showed firearms, and it's just everything that's out there is against community guidelines on YouTube. So it's gonna be a short one today, I think, but that's okay. A lot of people were talking about all the notifications going out last night. I was making shorts, but there's something wrong with YouTube, so every time I post a short, it goes through a process, and then when YouTube's done processing the video, it's not a short anymore. They add like 6 seconds onto it and then just make it a short form video instead of actually being a short, which I was trying to strategically do that to bring in more hooligans, but YouTube's screwing me. You know, hey, it's just another day, right? It's just another day. That's how it goes. On top of that, I totally slept like crap, and Klaus Daniels really helped out with that. So I'm a little manic, a little out of my marbles right now, but that's okay. We're here, we're together, we're whole for the most part. That's what matters, right? So on the schedule, we're going to be starting off with the video titled "Politicians Know When They Control the Food, They Control the People." It's Tucker Carlson interviewing an individual from the Netherlands talking about eating bugs. Eating bugs to save the world. I don't know about you, but I'm not eating no bugs. I'm not with that. And then afterwards, we have a video titled "Japan's Prime Minister Unhurt After Blast at Speech." Some crazy sauce going on in Japan. It was kind of like a false alarm, but they were real scared. Then we have a video titled "Kaylee somebody mocks Florida travel ban. What a joke." They're saying Florida's a dangerous place, so they're trying to put a travel warning there. You got to be real scared if you're going to Florida. That's what they're trying to do. Trying to make Florida a bad place. They might as well just say Trump did it. Then after that, we have a video titled "Old Man Walter Announces Plan to Expand Obamacare Medicaid for DACA Individuals That Are Not Supposed to Be Here." So people who ain't even supposed to be here, they're about to get some health care. Well, lucky them. Lucky them. And that's how today's going to go. Like I said, I was having a lot of trouble trying to find things that we could actually show without breaking community guidelines. I wish YouTube wasn't so soft, but it is what it is. At least we're here. So let me read through the chat really quick, make sure everything's running smoothly, and we'll go ahead and get her started. What's up, Toy Mafia? You were first on like all platforms. You're awesome. What's up, Tyson? What's up, Damon Walker? What's up, FOMO? What's up, Robert? What's up, Ruben? Happy Freedom, Hooligans. What's up, Anthony? What's up, High Plains Drifter? What's up, Nurse D? What's up, Leonardo? What's up, Grey Wolf? What's up, Robert? What's up, Mike? Appreciate you guys being here. What's up, Ohio Kyle? What's up, Triggered? Appreciate you guys being here. Let's see. Kim, I live in Florida, and I'm glad that there's a warning. We don't need leftist woke Bud Light drinking shapeshifters here. Yeah, I hear you. They're trying to make Florida a scary place. We're gonna cover it here in a second. Hey, I appreciate you, Big Chap. You're awesome. Thank you. What's up, Glimmer of Freak? What's up, everyone on the Jeff Mack Live YouTube channel? What's up, Dallas? What's up, Snooks? Happy Freedom. What's up, everyone on Twitch? What's up, Two Ruby Shoes? What's up, Grey Wolf? Happy Freedom, Hooligans. Hopefully Odyssey's running today. I don't know what was going on with Odyssey yesterday. What's up, everyone on Kick? Happy Freedom. Let's see, is it running? Lately it's been running like Old Man Walter. Can't even ride a bike. I think we're running. I think we're doing the thing. Yes, it's doing the thing. What's up, Sam? What's up, Anthony? Happy Freedom, Hooligans. What's up, everyone on Rumble? What's up, Mofker? What's up, Serum? What's up, Hair Juicer? What's up, TL Chandler? What's up, Pumpkin? What's up, JD3? What's up, Never Comply? What's up, Bizarro? Oh, you like my shirt? You can get it. If you go to jeffmacmusic.com/shop, it's the other merch store. It's like the secret merch store. We have this. We have all kinds of stuff. Flip-flops, flags, patches, stickers, all kinds of stuff on that merch store. What's up, Baby Boomer? What's up, Tam Tam? All right, hooligans. Let's see. What's up, everyone on jeffmaclive.com? Let's go ahead and get this started. Once again, this is titled Politicians Know When They Control the Food, They Control the People. It's about eating bugs. They think we should be eating bugs to save the world.
Eva Vlardingerbroek lives in the Netherlands, which has long been Europe's biggest food producer. Now it's the global center of the bug food industry. She joins us tonight for an update on what it's like to subsist on crickets. Eva, thanks so much for joining us. So your country, the Netherlands, is famous for its agricultural output. Now it's famous for insects. This feels like the leading edge of a global trend. Do you think that it is?
Absolutely. There's no surprise there. I mean, my country really is, sadly, the pilot country for an organization like the World Economic Forum. We are sort of the tester kit of the 2030 agenda. So the fact that we, the second largest exporter of agricultural products in the world, our nation with such a rich farming history, is now cracking down on its farms and opening insect factories should be of no surprise to you. And, you know, this is not something that is just going to affect the food supply of the Netherlands. Like I said, we're the second largest exporter of agricultural products in the world after America. So this will influence the food supply worldwide. And we've spoken to farmers who said, well, this could lead to actual starvation if we're not careful.
I have to ask about the role of the population in this, since purportedly the Netherlands, like the United States, is a democracy. Do the people of the Netherlands want to eat bugs? Is this happening because there was a popular outcry, bring us more bugs?
No, of course not. Nobody's being asked. And I think that that's the point, you know. Nobody really inherently wants to eat bugs. When we think about bugs, we, crawly things, nobody wants to eat that.
Right.
But they're telling us that it's good for the climate, that this is the way that we can save the planet. And that little steak that you have on your plate that gives you some joy in life is what actually ruins the world. And of course, none of that is true. I think that the push for insect eating is just a compliance test, because our politicians know that when they control the food, they control the people.
I mean, why not earthworms and rats, as long as you're humiliating people on purpose by making them eat repulsive things?
Exactly. Well, I think that that's the whole point. So, don't give them any ideas, Tucker. I think the rats and the mice and all of that are next on the menu after the crickets that they now are trying to put in our food.
So my last question is, what has the pushback been like? A country with a 1,000-year history of growing food has got to be resistant to this. Have people made that clear, that resistance?
Yeah, absolutely. We've had massive protests. So our farmers' protests that you and I have been speaking about plenty of times now, and that also have been featured in this documentary, they've been very successful. So we actually had elections just now in the Netherlands where a lot of people, actually the largest party was the Farmers' Party. So the Dutch people don't want to be eating insects. We understand that a traditional profession such as farming that we have been good at for centuries on end is not the cause of a modern day so-called crisis such as climate change. So no, the people know what they want.
Right.
We don't want to be eating insects. We want our steak. And as long as we, keep saying no to this insect push, we might still have a chance of eating it. But I really do feel like now is the time to say no.
Exactly. Farmers are not the problem. Overpaid nonprofit executives and politicians are the problem, obviously. Eva Vlardingerbroek, thank you very much for joining us as always.
So you guys ready to start eating crickets or what? I'm not eating bugs. I'm not with that. They want our guns. They want our steak. That's just un-American. I don't know. I'm not with it. I've had people on Twitter try and debate me over it. The last time we covered something about eating bugs, on Twitter and in the comments of YouTube, everybody's like, you're so close-minded, blah, blah. Like, just because you want to turn your wiener inside out doesn't mean that I want to eat bugs, okay? That's not me. It's just not me. What's up, Maria? Happy freedom. Robert, the only bugs I eat is Bugs Bunny. I'm saying. I'm not eating bugs. I don't care. It's just, you could not make me believe that that's the way to go. I'm not eating crickets, I'm not eating worms, I'm not doing that, I'm not eating rats or any of that like they were saying. Just not with it. I'm not with it. They act like it's killing the world. For what? Cow farts. They're scared of cow farts. Hard life. It's gotta be real hard being scared all the time. Scared of every little thing. Shadow's a racist. Anyways, this next video is titled Japan's Prime Minister Unhurt After Blast at Speech. This stuff kind of looks staged to me, but I guess I don't watch a whole lot of live Japanese television. Do we still say television? Is that old school? Is that the thing still? Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into this.
An explosion is heard at a venue where Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida was due to make a speech on Saturday. Police detained a suspect who threw what appeared to be a smoke bomb. Witnesses say they saw an object sailing over their heads, heard a loud explosion, and then clouds of smoke. The Prime Minister himself took cover and was evacuated unhurt, according to public broadcaster NHK. Local news outlets say a 24-year-old male from Kawanishi City was arrested in relation to the incident, but police have so far yet to provide more details on the suspect. The incident happened in Saikazaki, a small fishing town 40 miles southwest of Osaka. The Japanese Prime Minister was being served local specialty seafood just before the explosion, media reported. Kishida's Liberal Democratic Party confirmed he would continue his Saturday afternoon campaign after the incident. By-elections in various regions for the lower house of Japan's parliament are to be held on April 23rd. Political violence is extremely rare in Japan, but security measures were reviewed for politicians after former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was shot to death last year, shocking a nation unused to gun crime. Kishida is set to host a Group of Seven summit in Hiroshima next month. Japan's foreign ministry said after Saturday's incident there would be no change to G7 security plans.
I like how they mentioned that they had a leader get killed a year ago to gun violence in a country that is completely disarmed. Keep telling me that gun laws work. Like, just go ahead, keep trying to prove that. I don't know, something about that just seemed like some false flag there. Somebody lit off a smoke grenade or whatever. Everybody's ducking and running. It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird for a disarmed country. Damon Walker, the Japanese people are the most polite people in the world, so this summer is going to be really spicy here in America. I think so. I think we're going to have a spicy summer. I heard Japanese people are kind of racist. That might be incorrect, but I heard that if you go over there, you don't fit in. You have a very hard time fitting in if you're not from there. But I also hear that about most countries. That if you're not from there, they keep you on the outside. They don't want you to participate as if you were from there. But you know, they only say bad things about America. People here think that this is like a terrible place when it comes to racism, but just scared people crying real loud. Joe, you know what's on when you see them carrying swords again. That'll be the day. We'll be covering that. People out in the streets with swords. I never even considered that. That would be wild. Total crazy sauce. Let's see. I don't know, Jay. I don't care about none of that. I ain't trying to eat no bugs. I'm not trying to eat bugs. Surviving is one thing. Eating bugs because people are scared of cow farts? Nah. People's concerns and fears do not sway me. Especially when they're not legitimate. Nurse D. I'll eat roots before I eat bugs. Yeah, me too. Roots are just plants. Bugs are gross. What's up, Sean? Happy freedom. Mr. Beansy Beans, they can be rude. Yeah, I've heard that stuff. I don't know. I've never gone over there. I don't even know if I can go over there. They won't let me in Canada. They're scared. They're scared. I got a disorderly charge for yelling for help because I needed help. And because of that, I'm never allowed to attempt to enter Canada again. Stupid. I've never made it. It got right to customs and they detained me because I had a disorderly. Pumpkin. A sword for every person. That would be crazy. Just samurai stuff. We're reverting back. Let's see. So this next one, I'm going to have to flip the screen for part of it, but it's Kayla somebody mocks Florida for travel warning. What a joke. We're not going to play the whole video because I don't want to sit there and listen to people go on and on about nothing, but we're going to show the meat and potatoes of it. They're trying to put a travel warning on Florida, saying it's a scary place, and to help push that, they're showing images from Afghanistan and stuff where people are carrying firearms. So while the firearms are on the screen, I got to have it on this screen, and then once they move off of that, we'll flip to the video, but you'll be able to hear what's going on. Florida's a scary place. It's a bunch of silliness. They're trying to compare it to war zones and stuff. It's because Florida's not soft. That's why it's not soft. So all the soft people are like, oh no, we need to put a travel ban on there. Snugs. Oh, I see. Thank you so much, Mr. Beansy Beans, for gifting 5 subs over on Twitch. I appreciate you, Mr. Beansy Beans. Thank you. You're so awesome. Somehow it slid past me. That's what she said. Jay, never say never. Nah, I'm not scared of the nonsense. I'm not scared of a lot. I think there's a lot of people who aren't. Life's not real great right now. Anything after this would be a gift. Let's see, just reading through the chat really quick. High Plains Drifter, I have 2 swords. I'm ready. Me too, bud. Me too. I was trying not to say it, but you pulled it out. You gotta have one of everything at least. You never know what life's gonna bring. You never know. I keep forgetting it's Saturday. I keep thinking it's Friday. It's probably because I haven't hardly slept since Friday. All right. I didn't write the time down, so I'm gonna have to keep my eyes peeled. Dan Walker, you do realize that Canada is a communist country now? Yeah, somewhat. I know they've always been kind of a socialist country because they get free money from the government without even having to ask because the government is monitoring them so much. But once the plague happened and all the rules started and all of that, I know things went downhill, but 'tis what 'tis. All right. So, like I said, there's a part of this video where they show firearms. I cannot show firearms on YouTube live, so I'll have to flip the screen back. So we'll see how it goes.
Travel advisories are often used to warn Americans about truly dangerous places around the world. For instance, cartel violence and human trafficking led the U.S. to issue do not travel warnings on several states in Mexico. The same for Afghanistan over attacks on U.S. citizens after the Taliban's takeover. And now one Florida civil rights group believes the Sunshine State needs a warning too. LGBTQ rights group Equality Florida announcing, quote, today Equality Florida took the extraordinary step of issuing a travel advisory warning of the risk posed to the health, safety, and freedom of those considering short or long-term travel or relocation to the state. The move comes in response to a wave of safety inquiries Equality Florida has received following the passage of laws that are hostile to the LGBTQ community, restrict access to reproductive health care, repeal gun safety laws, foment racial prejudice, and attack public education by banning books and censoring curriculum. Kaylee, hyperbole.
Super scared. for no reason. Then you hear what group is doing it. It's all the shapeshifters that are trying to put this in place. They don't feel safe in Florida. Why? Because Florida won't play along? They don't want to pretend? I don't know. Florida seems like a happy place to me. What am I doing? What's up, Donna Sparks? Happy freedom. I don't know. I'd like to... It's been a while since I've been in Florida. It's been a few years. I'd like to go back down there just to hang out for a bit. Especially because it seems like a safe place, not a scary place to be. High Plains Drifter. Trafficking. I know. I think her accent caught up to her on that. Human trafficking. Sounding like Bugs Bunny. They're trying to compare it to Afghanistan and stuff like that, and then couldn't even compare it, like not even a little bit. Debacles, reproductive health care. I thought that was funny that they were saying that too, because that group of individuals can't reproduce. So what are they talking about? Like, just why would they be concerned with that stuff? Just cry about anything they can find to cry about. Cry as hard as they can. They'll never cry hard enough for me, though. Nope, not enough to care. Pumpkin Florida's great. I just can't handle the heat. The heat is too much. The heat in Michigan is too much for me. My soft skin. So his last video is titled, Old Man Walter Announces Plan to Expand Obamacare, Medicaid for DACA individuals that aren't even supposed to be here. So you come here illegally, just walk across the little river there, come up through Texas, got you some free health care. Why not? Free trip to New York, go sleep in the street. I will never understand that. Hold up, Old Man Walter, you give me a second here, I ain't ready. Look at this image. Just, that's what he looks like in my head. He's just standing there looking like that. Jim, it's only scary to predators. Exactly. Only people who want to do harm are scared of Florida. They're out here waving the white flag already. What's up, Dana? Happy freedom. Thanks for being here. Diane, it's hot and the flatness bugs some people. I think the buildings throw me off. I never realized that Florida is flat. Never even thought about that. I realized that when I went to North Dakota. I had to pick up WMM from out there, and as soon as I got to like the west side of Minnesota, you could see for miles and miles, and that was blowing my marbles back, because in Michigan we got lots of hills and stuff. I never thought about Florida being flat. Wet blanket. The heat does suck. Just mow the yard in southern Oklahoma. You stay hydrated. You don't want no sun poisoning or anything like that. It's no fun. And it's a little early. It's a little early in the year to get cooked by the sun. Make sure you take care of yourself. Snooks, I live on a nice rise. Yes, that's what she said. That was on you, okay? That was on you. You knew that was coming. You knew. You knew what you were walking into there. Thank you so much, K-Love, for continuing the subscription on Twitch for 7 months. You're officially a hooligan. I appreciate you, K-Love. Thank you. Let's see. That Old Man Walter face just cracks me up. We didn't cover really anything that he did in Ireland. They can keep him. They can keep him. Jay, Democrats want to own you. Yeah. Yeah, they do. That's what they used to do. They want to get back to it. All right, let's get her started.
When President Obama and I created the DACA program, we knew it would transform lives. And it has, bringing stability and possibility to hundreds of thousands of young people known as dreamers, brought to America's children. This country is the only home they've ever known. They're our friends, they're our co-workers. They study, they work hard, they start businesses. Many have served in our military, and many were essential workers in the front lines of the pandemic. They're American in every way except on paper. It's past time for Congress to give dreamers a pathway to citizenship. And while we work toward that goal alongside dreamers, advocates, members of Congress, we need to give dreamers the opportunities and support they deserve. So today, my administration is announcing our plan to expand health coverage for DACA recipients by allowing them to enroll in a plan through the Affordable Care Act or through Medicaid. Health care should be a right, not a privilege. My administration has worked hard to expand health care, and today, more Americans have health insurance than ever. Today's announcement is about giving DACA recipients the same opportunity. And we'll continue to do what we can to protect dreamers and push Congress to give them and their families a pathway to citizenship. And ultimately, peace of mind they all deserve.
I forgot that there's music in that video. I'm gonna end up getting a copyright flag. Ugh. It's always something. There's always something. JT3, what did the Irish do to deserve him? I have no idea. But they got him there, so they can keep him. They want to expand the Obamacare. I wonder if that also means that they'll expand the punishment. I know there's a lot of people who are being fined and stuff for not having Obamacare. A few years ago, I don't know if they're still doing that. I never made enough to get the punishment. They'd threaten me with it, and then we'd get to the end of the tax forms, and they'd be like, nah, never mind. I also have never heard of anyone getting hit for not paying those fines. Never heard of anyone being arrested. Never heard of anyone getting their wages docked or anything like that from not paying the penalty for not having Obamacare. I know some people fall for the fear. They're worried something will happen, so they pay the fine. But for the ones that never paid it, I never heard of anything bad actually happening to them. Donald, you're right. I can't say that out loud, but you're right. Fred, count the cuts in the video. It's crazy. Yeah, the whole thing's manipulated. They probably had to do 31 takes just to get the whole speech out there without all the uhs and ums. Come on, man. You know. BKel, we're paying for it with our taxes. Yeah, we're paying for all kinds of stuff that we don't need with our taxes. Kabuki, war looming. I feel like war is always looming. Guy Roman never paid it. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot of people that have. I've seen people in the chat talk about paying it and how they didn't like doing that, but I've never paid it, and people I know that were hit with the fine never paid the fine. Damon Walker, we can't afford health care. Why should we give it to people who aren't supposed to be here? That's a good question. That is a good question. Health insurance is crazy. At the factory I was working at, I was all excited because once I got hired in, we all got insurance. But in order for the insurance to kick in, you had to spend like $2,500 out of pocket within a year before they would even cover anything. And I was always like, if I had $2,500, I wouldn't be worried about health insurance. I don't go to the doctor that much. Like, the only time I go to the doctor is if I'm broken, if I broke something. Otherwise, I don't go. I don't understand that. Dental insurance is like that too. You can get dental insurance, and then almost everything you go to the dentist for isn't covered by the dental insurance. It's like the only people who benefit from insurance are people who are like teachers and stuff, where they get like Blue Cross Blue Shield, and then you're golden. They cover like everything. But any insurance less than that it's a gimmick. It's kind of like car insurance. Car insurance kills me. Never had an insurance claim, been paying car insurance for years and years and years, thousands and thousands of dollars. I pay like, at one point I was paying like $300 a month for the lowest form of insurance you can have. And then up until a little while ago, I was paying $150 a month. Never had an insurance claim. I feel like car insurance should pay for your oil changes, new tires every year, things like that, like maintenance on your car. Because if you don't have a claim, what is it for? Just legality, just so you can legally travel. I feel like that's not right. That is not right. Diane, the Fed's insurance is pretty good. Yeah. All that top tier insurance is good, but anything less than that is a scam. They want you to pay so much out of pocket that you might as well not even have insurance. Cube still had to pay for doctor visits. Yeah, not everything's covered. Patriot, go to the dentist every 4 months, didn't pay a dime out of pocket. If you go for cleaning, x-rays, things like that, then a lot of times you don't have to pay for anything. But if you need a fill-in, they may cover one, but if you need more than one, it's usually not covered. If you need a crown or anything that they consider cosmetic, it's usually not covered. I'm supposed to get this front tooth crowned. I'm supposed to get this. It's like, okay, all right then. That could be a Michigan thing though, because I know down south dental work is a lot cheaper than it is up here. Like those people that get gold teeth, get all their teeth crowned in gold, you can get them all done down south for like 10K. Up here, 10K won't even do eight of your little tooths. It's expensive up here. I don't know why. Fred, I've Blue Cross Blue Shield through the school district and the deductible is 4K. Holy. Yeah, if you have $4,000, you might as well just not even have insurance. It's too much. And the other thing that kills me is every time I go to the doctor, they don't know what's wrong with me. I tell them all my symptoms, we do all these tests, and they're like, well, according to Google, you might have this or you might have that. What do you mean? You went to school for 15 years just to Google stuff? I could have stayed at home for that. I don't know. It's bad though. It's bad. I've gone through that so many times now. I go to the doctor and I just treat them like crap. I shouldn't, but I do. They charge me all that money and then they don't even fix me. Imagine taking your car to the shop and they're like, yeah, we didn't fix that flat tire, but you still owe us $100. No, that's wrong. I feel like you shouldn't have to pay the doctor if they don't fix you. I go there and treat them like crap. I'm like, look, buddy, I'm not locked in this little room with you. You're locked in this little room with me. You ain't never seen a hooligan like this. I don't know. Just can't stand them. And then they make hospitals look like jail. It's all cement, white walls and stuff. Get that anxiety. No more locked doors. I don't know. 'Tis what 'tis. Well, hooligans, that's that. I do have a video I'm going to clip and put on Gilded and the Jeff Mack Live website. Orange Eagle's campaign manager creates a woke-free beer. We're not going to cover it because it takes so long to get to the alternative platforms. I'll just post it in the communities, and you guys should just go join the communities to watch it. But that is all I had for today. It was very difficult to find videos to cover today because of all the community guidelines and stuff, how strict everything is. But we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. We're going to do the spiel deal. And then we're going to wrap things up. Tomorrow is Sunday, so I will not be live tomorrow because tomorrow's my day to recharge batteries and stuff. It's been nice out. Maybe I'll go out and do some recording of nature and stuff like that, post it on the ASMR channel. Maybe we'll play the game. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll probably be doing a voice chat later on the website, so definitely join jeffmacklive.com. You can get a free week membership, no strings attached, no credit card or anything like that, at the top of the link tree, the very, very, very top of the link tree. If you'd like to claim that and come hang out with us later, I'll figure out a time for us to all hang out, and I'll post it all over the place. Post it in Gilded, Discord, Telegram, and jeffmacklive.com. That way you guys are all on schedule. You come join us for a voice chat. It's always a good time. We're always cracking up and talking about crazy stuff. It's always fun. I don't know if I'm going to be drinking beer or not. I was drinking sake yesterday, and then I got off the live, and I went and bought 2 twisted teas. I was thinking maybe I could sleep. Maybe if I drank a little bit, I'd sleep. Nope. I think I slept a whole 3.5 hours, and then Klaus Daniels puts his face right to my face and then meow screams at me. I don't know what that's about, but that's how he gets down. Waking up to cat face and cat breath, overwhelming meow screams. I don't know. It's a hard life. I live a hard life, you hooligans. You don't even realize. All right, when you get a second, please go to jeffmacklive.com. On the homepage, you can find all of my links listed. You can find the link to join Gilded for free. Gilded is currently the best way to receive notifications for when and where we go live, every time we go live. There's a news board on Gilded to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. And there's a ton of hooligans in there to hang out with all day, every day, to chat it up about pretty much whatever you like. So definitely join Gilded. Also on the homepage, you can find links to the merch store if you'd like to grab some merch. We have shirts, hoodies, stickers, and coffee mugs. Everything is displayed in black and white or white and black, but if you find something you like, just click on that item to see all the different colors that item comes in. You can also find links to PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Stripe, Zelle, Buy Me a Coffee, and Locals if you would like to support what I do. There's also a link to the Amazon wish list if you would like to send me stuff. It's really easy to use. Anything you purchase directly from the wish list will be sent straight to me without having to send emails, find addresses, or do anything like that. It's really simple. And then finally, there are links to the membership programs. You can find links to YouTube, Gilded, Discord, Odyssey, Rumble, and Twitch. It'll give you all the details once you click on the links for everything you get, depending on what membership you're looking at. If you look at the screen here, the one on the right where the hat is, if you click that, you can get this shirt. That's where it's available. It's not available on the other link because the vendor over there deemed this image as inappropriate, saying I am an American and I do not comply. Apparently that's inappropriate. So if you go to the homepage, jeffmaclive.com, we have hats, we have beanies, we have cool shirts, we have flags, we have patches, we have stuff like that. But the majority of the designs is on the merch store that is on the left, so it's up to you, but you should definitely go check it out. We will have new designs coming soon. Maybe I'll make that today since the live was so short. Also, jeffmaclive.com has its own membership program that will give you access to your own profile for the private social media area. We have a live streaming area with a built-in chat, and that is how you can do the voice chat with us. You'll have access to our advanced messaging system where we can chat each other, call each other, video call each other, group chat, group calling, group video calling, and the ability to upload and network with any kind of media known to man. We are more free on jeffmaclive.com than anywhere else. All right, hooligans, it's time for the Pledge of Allegiance. Klaus Daniels, you're doing all that screaming. You need to stand up and do the Pledge of Allegiance, you little American feline. All right, hooligans, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Doo-doo-doo. All right, everyone, that is that. Give me a second here. I'm going to read through the chat. Like I said, I will not be live tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. It's my day off, my day to recharge my batteries. When it's your day off, please go play. The opposite of work is play. If you don't play, you will not recharge your batteries, and when it's time to go back to work, you're still going to feel burnt out. Rest is important, but it's not going to recharge your batteries. Rest when you need to, play when you can. Make some time, dedicate some time to playing. Do something you genuinely enjoy to recharge your batteries. It's the only way. It's the only way to keep going. It'll make you perpetual. Let's see. JB, if I buy that shirt, what will you wear? No, it's not that kind of program. I have been asked before. I'm gonna have to start an Only Hooligans. People trying to buy my used socks and stuff. What's wrong with you guys? What's wrong with you guys? I appreciate all of you. I will see you on Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern time for another Coffee with Hooligans. Hopefully I'll see you guys for the voice chat later on. Like I said, join Gilded or Discord or Telegram or jeffmaclive.com in order to be updated and notified for when the voice chat is later on. If you're part of jeffmaclive.com, you'll be where you need to be. So that being said, I'll see you guys on Monday. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership program, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you, and I would not be able to do this without you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.